So, when last we saw our heroes, you had just finished finding Renar Neverember hiding in a back closet in the warehouse of the Zentarum. And as you frantically pressed him with questions and he explained the situation, you all heard a piercing whistle, at least all of you except Renar. And at that, Spadric came running around the corner of boxes for which he had been keeping watch and yelled that the watch and Captain, or is it Sergeant Eustace Stagett, were on their way. In fact, they were at the door. And you had a few seconds to react, in which Renar assured you all that he had enough clout with the guard that he would be able to keep you from being arrested for breaking any parts of the code legal that you might have overstepped or pushed a little, and assured you that you could all just remain safe, and he would do his best to talk you up, if not see you rewarded for your service to him this evening. And no sooner had the words left his mouth than Eustace came barreling through the door in his full watch armor, flanked by many soldiers. He pushes into the door, sizes up the countless fresh bodies that lie around here at his feet, and looks all down the hallway to see you all sort of deer in the headlights standing there looking at him with guilty expressions on your faces. And he exclaims loudly, "What's the meaning of this?" And before he can really continue on, Renar steps out from behind the barrels here and holds up his hand. And he says, "Captain, please, I can explain." The captain immediately visibly relaxes and rushes forward and takes Renar by his shoulders and gives him a shake, and he says, "Ah, my boy, we've been looking for you. What is going on? Have these ruffians harmed you?" And Renar proceeds to explain that no, in fact, he was, if anything, rescued by you all, and give them all the rundown that he and Floon were waylaid and taken captive by some Zentarum and brought here. But then the Zentarum themselves were attacked by a bunch of thugs, and in the confusion, Floon was taken, he believes, because they thought Floon was him. And and all that remained were a handful of Kinku, which your party was able to dispatch, with the exception of this one here, who you all have surrounded, and who is, I believe, unconscious, just not dead.
I'm not dead yet.
So, Captain Stagett orders his men to fan out and cover the area, and as the guard begins to disperse, he walks up to you all and approaches you, Garrosh, at the front, and he says, "Well, seems I owe you an apology, and my thanks for taking care of this young blackguard." And he kind of gives a chuckle and slaps your on the shoulder again.
No hard feelings.
Now, I stand by what I said before. That's not to meddle in criminal matters. Leave this dirty business to the city watch. You know, And then he kind of, sort of voice leans in. Not all city watch officers are as nice as me. He's gonna look at the Kinku on the floor and look at you, Garrosh, and say, "And who's this then?"
Some dude that died.
I think his name was Jerry.
Yeah, kept going on about Jerry. I think his name's Jerry and he died. It's really tragic. Too young.
Are these one of the ones who kidnapped you, Renar? And Renar answers that no, this is one of the new group left behind that kidnapped Floon. And he calls out to his commanders, and he says, "Well, wake this one up and see what you can get out of him." And then he kind of stops for a second, looks at you all kind of with narrowed eyes, and he says, "This is all under strict confidentiality. Anything that you might see or hear, I expect you to abide by that and remain in my good graces." And
Of course.
as he says this, the commander kind of slaps the Kinku away. They're all like, easy, 1 hit point. And the Kinku starts awake with a, Jerry! checks out.
Oh, God.
Now look here, you trash. I want a straight answer out of you. So Captain Stadler says, now tell me, and you may yet live to see the morning, who do you work for? And the Kingu goes, Xanathar sends its regards.
Whoa. He was not doing that earlier.
And the captain nods and says, yes, that's the kind of information we need. Xanathar Guild, huh? I'm not in the least surprised. What did you do with Floon? And the bird kind of shakes his head and looks confused. Now, come on. What with the boy you took? And he says, tie up the pretty boy in the back room. Follow the yellow signs of the sewers. Then, eager to please, follows it up with, no time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss.
Huh. Into the sewers.
I suppose it's been somewhere nice.
So, at this, the captain gestures to the guard and says, well, take him on down to the keep in that case. I think we've gotten all out of him that we need. And the Kinku is escorted off, and then Captain Saget turns, looks at you all, and pardon me while I make a roll here. Porter, could you please make a survival check for me?
Sure. Sheet survival -1.
It is at this moment you all hear an exclamation of surprise and shouts as from this corner over here the bodies of the other Kinku are discovered.
Oh shit.
The mutilated bodies of the other Kinku are discovered.
Well.
Captain Stadget goes and looks at them and then wheels back around and he says, it seems that you have not been entirely honest with me. And kind of levels a glare at you all.
I point at one of them and I go, okay, so that's one there.
You severely underestimated your skills. I have a job for you.
Oh, well, we're listening.
Wait, are you upset? Because I mean, like, that wasn't us. You know, that was here when we got here. These can't
make a deception check.
Oh my God.
I'm going to
Really
kind of
weird.
glare at
Hey, can y'all
this
hear me?
whole thing.
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, he just looks you up and down, kind of a wry smile, and he says, well, perhaps you can lend some of those not skills and track down these this band for me and get that fellow out of the sewers.
Yeah, we were already planning on doing that anyways. So
Sounds like gainful employment to me.
We'd be happy to.
I've been down in sewers before. It's not that bad, really. I lived there for a while.
I run a tight ship around here as much as I can, but things have been more than a little overwhelming recently with the gang wars going on. These streets are just a mess right now, and I absolutely require no help from you with the streets. Keep the blood off the streets, okay? And he kind of looks downward, pointedly.
Streets. Gotcha. Streets. What is he talking
And
Understood, Captain.
any of
Understood.
y'all,
Yeah,
any of you who
Roger,
like may
taps
make,
his nose and winks at him like, yeah.
any of y'all may make a history check if you like. Any two of you.
I only have +1, but I'll do it anyways.
God, gosh.
Yeah, it's
We are not.
Damn it! I should have done it first.
it's okay. I'll let you. You're a native.
Hey, there you
Sure.
go.
You said anyone.
Yeah, I did. That's true. I quickly admitted it because I don't want to get in the habit of everyone rolling.
Yeah.
But no, Garrosh, you're a native here. You recognize this as a common saying among the City Watch that kind of something that just indicates, they care more about what happens in the city above than what happens in the sewers below.
All right.
about? And
All
by
right.
below, they mean their pants.
Bow chicka bow wow. We'll keep it on the down low.
So,
Lucan would like to ask the captain, hey, Captain, so does that mean once we've found our friend Floon, we should report back to you? Is that what you're saying?
I would actually very much appreciate any information you are able to gather while you're down there.
Understood, Captain.
Now, as for Floon, I just would like him returned safely to his home as a citizen. You needn't bring him to me. I will myself visit him when he has recovered. With all hopes, we will find him alive.
Very good, very good. And Renard, will you be joining us to help find Floon?
He, at this,
Rainier?
draws his rapier immediately and says, "Abso-fucking-lutely."
Always
He says, "Of course, with all haste."
That's the
Go now.
spirit.
Excellent. So, Captain, do you happen to know where the nearest access to the sewers might be?
Well, I'm sure he does. He knows the streets like the back of his hand.
The captain kind of looks at you funny for a second, then he points behind him, and then over to the other side of him, and then to the other side of him, points in all the cardinal directions, and he says, "I'm afraid, sir, that the question is not where to find a sewer access, but which access to use. You seem like a canny lot. Employ your tracking sensibilities and find the one they took."
Well, could we just ask that King Coop as well? See if maybe we can get some more information out of him.
He's
Yes, great
already
idea.
Yeah,
he's
they're-
already gone.
Oh, never mind then.
But the captain will say, "I doubt we would have gotten anything out of him more. That's why I sent him on. There's something of a communication block with them."
That's true.
All right. He looks at you all and he says, "Well, get on with it if you wish to see Floon alive and rescued."
Well, of course, sir. We'll see you again soon.
Before you could quite leave Porter, he's going to reach out and grab you by the shoulder,
Oh, I don't like being touched.
raise an eyebrow.
I raise an
Look you
eyebrow, or he
directly-
raises an eyebrow?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Looks you directly in the eye and says, "A butcher, eh?"
Sometime.
Make sure that it's sometimes,
Okay.
and not all,
All the time?
Perhaps a bit more discretion.
Well, I did stick him in the corner.
Make a just a straight charisma check.
Oh,
Just
please
the one
let
on
it
the
be
left. Just a charisma on the left.
Oh.
Main stats.
Hey, not bad.
He fights
Bad.
a chuckle, and then turns on his heel and heads back over to deal with the mess. All right, what would you all like to do?
So have we
head outside?
Well, wait. Have we completely rummaged this place?
Naneth went upstairs and went through all the rooms up there.
The only thing I found was
tossed the
paper
bodies,
birds.
and you spent quite a bit of time investigating the floors before you discovered Renair, and you found a couple of things, like a bit of treasure here and there.
Let's head out and find a manhole.
Hey, Svandrik, old buddy, old pal.
I need my manhole.
Hope I fit in that manhole. I'm a big boy.
Svandrik, if you would like, you may make an investigation check with advantage to lead the party in the direction of the nearest few manholes, since you are yourself, or once were, a man of the sewers.
I don't know if I would take that with pride.
You can take the kobolds out of the sewers, but you can never take the sewers out of the kobolds.
So you are able to make your way through here and back behind, and in the course of this path, you find 3 different entrances. And what would you like to do?
Well, I suppose there's no time like the present. Let's head on down.
Do we need to be discreet about this?
You need to find the correct entrance to have a better chance of success. Any one of these, Svadrik informs you all, are an opening into a different line. So you could become hopelessly lost and nowhere near your quarry.
So, do any of them have any kind of yellow markings on them?
Or if not, would it be possible to... I mean, I know we're outside the big city. Is there any way to, like, investigate or track where, where people have gone, like, oh, this manhole hasn't been opened in forever, or, or something.
Sure. Now, those are all good things. If I could get Roll20 to cooperate with me and pull up what I needed to pull up. Okay, yeah, so what you could do is you can make an investigation check. One of you or 2 of you with either 2 of you separately or one of you helping someone to give them advantage.
Could I possibly make, like, a survival check to see if I can see, like tracks of, like, see if I can see any evidence of that?
Yes, you certainly can.
If y'all want to investigate the manhole to see if there's anything there, I can look around and see if there's...
Sounds good. I have a +1 on investigation. Fine,
So,
take it first.
We'll deal with the survival check first. You look around, but you are unable in the still somewhat busy streets. There's just too many tracks going here and there, and you don't pick up on any particular ones that would clue you in, like no feathers or crow's feet or anything like that.
All right, who's the smartest one of us all? I have a +1 on intelligence.
Not me, for sure.
Can you speak up, Jim? I can't quite hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try to talk a little louder. I guess I'll do the investigation check too.
Okay.
Cool.
Is somebody like to help him out with it?
Hey!
It doesn't matter. It'll work.
Critical 19.
There you go.
All right. So as you inspect the first manhole cover, and there's a layer of grime on it that doesn't appear to have been disturbed, and the same with the second. But as you go to the last one that you could find in the area, you do actually notice that there is an area of it that seems to have been worn with being pried open, and not with like official tool that would be used for such a thing, but more like a crowbar. That's enough for you to think that this has been used frequently for access outside the official capacity of the maintenance of the city.
Naughty,
So
naughty.
this is it, guys. He wants me to continue going up and down the streets for another hour.
Shit.
This looks like just what we need.
Good job. Proud of you.
Well done,
I'm
Spot.
like, yeah, I kind of look a little proud. I'm like, well, Porter, Blue, either of you, because I ain't getting this thing up.
I'm gonna pat Sodric on the head for that.
Oh yeah, all right. So you both bend your backs a little to try to get this thing open, and once you get leverage, it's really not difficult to do, but it's just getting that initial leverage that is something of a trick. But you manage it, and as the cover slides back, you see a ladder leading down into the darkness.
All right.
I knows the light cantrip.
I've got the light cantrip.
Perfect. I've got dark vision, but that's it.
I
Not
don't.
fair. Sorry, love.
So give me your marching order. You can just line your
token.
tokens up here on the main page for a moment.
Once they open it, I kind of look in. I mean, do I see anything immediately?
Nope.
Alright, down the ladder I scurry.
Okay, so
One
Svadrix
of
is
those.
going first.
Yeah, I do one of those where you just kind of like holding the sides of the ladder and just slide down.
Yeah. Yeah, after a moment you hear a faint psh as his feet touch the liquid down at the bottom.
Ew.
Oh,
Yeah, you are all immediately hit with an unpleasant smell as you poke your head into the hole.
Well, not a fan of that.
Just think of the money. Think of the money.
Fair.
Says
Smells
Garrosh as he slides down after Svadrix.
Smells like grandma's.
Yeah, I'll go after him. Oh my
Hey, now, I
god.
take offense to that.
I didn't.
I am a grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother many times over.
As you're saying this and lowering yourself down the ladder, your voice begins to echo loudly through the tunnels.
Look, I am going to wild shape because I do not want to be in that fucking water. I am not ruining my boots or my clothes.
Cool. What would you like to change into?
That's a good question. I am going to do a tiger for funsies.
Nice. All right. So as you all make it down the ladder and step into the sogginess below, those of you with dark vision can see. It's pitch black down here, but you can see slightly. You see a putrid stream flowing along the sewer tunnel, which leads in two directions.
Gross. Well, I don't say anything. I growl.
In one direction, you see a tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk. A palm-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from its circumference.
So, yeah, Lucan's definitely going to stealth his way down that hallway and see what's up.
I wish someone had brought a rogue.
I will go with him.
I'm pretty stealthy. I can fake it.
No. Because she's describing these can't clearly on the wall.
So you're all intending to go stealthily?
Yes.
Yes.
Very quiet.
Alright, if everyone could make stealth checks with disadvantage,
Ah,
since
Jesus.
you're in about 6 inches of liquid at all times.
Disgusting.
Look,
This
it's
will be a
possible to
group.
go wrong.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
This will be a group check, so.
Whoa!
And Svadrix, make one survival check with advantage for me.
Man.
Wow, Spot.
Well, damn. All right.
Yeah. All right. So, in what would have been probably several hours of following these tunnels and looking for that symbol, and at every intersection making a decision when you don't find the symbol, and possibly running around backwards for a while instead. At every intersection you come to, Svadrek looks around like Gandalf, sniffing the air, and then with a little chirp, heads off confidently down a direction. And sure enough, at every next intersection you find another yellow chalked mark, and he leads you unerringly through these sewers for about an hour.
Nice.
Excellent.
I will headbutt and purr, like, when cats are happy and giving you attention. I will do that to Svadrek.
Very cool. So after about, like I said, about an hour of following signs through the tunnels, you come to a three-way intersection where a ladder leads up into a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. One of the familiar chalk symbols is marked on the wall nearby, and floating near the symbol, you come upon a spherical, grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and four stumpy eye stalks.
Gross.
It wheels, bares its teeth at you, and I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Rainier jumps forward, stabs at him, and is going to hit, doing 6 points of piercing damage. And then he's going to kind of circle around to the side of it. Next up is Lucan.
I'm going to use the tried but true Eldritch Blast his butt into tomorrow.
Eldritch Blast. That is
Fuck
going
yeah.
to be a miss, unfortunately. It's tried, but not yet true.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright, anything else for you?
And I'll move over to allow other folks to get, maintain my line of sight and allow folks to close in.
Alright, Porter, you're up next.
There we go.
I am going to hit the man. As soon as I get my windows
The
right.
man?
The thing. The dude.
The floating grapefruit.
Rainier says, what the fuck?
Am I not allowed to hit the thing?
He said hit the man, and he's the only man that's there. So
Oh.
I was making joke. It was a funny joke.
Bundle me.
Oh, very nice. Great success.
Oh,
That's
wait,
a hit?
nope, not that one. Not that one.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's actually this one.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Hit him with the meat spit. Who cares?
I'll let you take the 16 that you rolled the first time. Because you were intending to just use that weapon. So, all right. You carve down against this thing and open up a huge wound in its side.
And then I crawl inside.
It's a grapefruit.
This little babby.
I need that citrus.
Oh man. Succulent.
He trades that citrus.
Details do not get discouraged. It's valuable.
All right. Wait, it says Sunna, Tiger in the initiative order, so we'll have to fix that. But Carter Murai, you're up next, unless Porter, you wanted to do anything else.
Yeah.
And Porter, I moved you up next to it.
Okay, thank you.
Your token.
I don't have dual hit, so
All right. I'm going
I do nothing.
to. I'm going to spring forward, and I'm going to hit it with a claw attack.
Yum yum yum
Hey,
yum. Yum.
that's got to hit.
Yep.
Hell yes.
Nice.
And I'm going to kind of growl as I do this. Like, you know how like tigers will sound? They'll do that deep. kind of growl.
It growls
I'm not
back
roaring
at
because I don't want to lure anything. Nice.
you. All right, and Garrosh.
All right. I will use Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dexterity save. Interesting. It actually succeeded on that. Rolled a 17.
Well, dang.
Wow.
Nimble little grapefruit.
Well,
Nice.
shoot, I kind of wanted to have roasted grapefruit.
Anything
All
else
right.
for you, Garrosh?
I just draw my mace and I'm gonna stay in place for now.
Okay.
Draw my mace, stay in place.
All right, Roderick.
All right. I guess I will run along the wall here and kind of around Porter, behind it. And I'm gonna make some hits.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
shit.
Damn.
And then I will.
Well,
follow
as
up.
you bring your quarterstaff down on its unsuspecting back, you see 3 of its eye stalks whirl around at you, and then belatedly the whole thing whirls towards you with this gaping mouth full of sharp teeth, and it inhales as though it's going to take a loud breath, and just as it starts to screech out a loud cry, Druck, you drive your quarterstaff right down its throat and pin it to the ground as you kill it.
Nice.
You get the feeling that you just prevented it from sounding the alarm.
Nice.
That's what y'all get for killing
Good.
this thing before it even got to take a turn. So well done.
By the way, based on our
Good
current
job.
rules- Oh yeah, I was re-rolling that crit 1 because I believe you said you could do that.
Oh yeah. No, he had 2 hit points left. So got him good.
Very nice.
See, so yeah, now you stand around this thing, and as it's kind of bobbing up and down in the refuse at your feet, you look back up and see that stone shaft above you with the circular metal cover and the chalk marks indicating up.
Since my
I'm gonna
cat's coming in
bat
his
at
mouth,
the little thing in the muck. Like a
you
cat.
know what?
Pat it?
I'm
Yeah,
batting at
You're gonna paw at it.
Well,
Yeah,
since my dick is like in its mouth, I'm gonna lift it up and I'm gonna like offer it with a smile to Porter.
You lift up this disgusting bloated eyeball with like sewer running off of it towards Porter.
Yeah.
Truly, something more beautiful does not exist.
Delectable.
I'm just gonna cut its eye stalks off.
Okay, you can go and make a survival check for me.
Oh.
Or you could do, survival's it. Or nature, I suppose, doesn't matter in this instance. Yeah, you hurriedly cut the stalks off. It's not a great job, but you got
I wasn't trying to be.
them. Okay. There are 4 of
Roderick.
them. Two of them are mangled beyond any use, but you managed to grab 2 of them.
Svadrik.
Yeah.
Svadrik.
Yeah.
Have you ever had eye kebabs?
Cannot say I.
Oh man, you have not lived.
All right. You got plans for later.
All right.
You can just see Carney Mirai just like snorts kind of as a tiger and then like turns her face for Kitty to the shaft. And can I climb this as a tiger?
Yeah, but you'll get stuck up there. We'll have to rescue you.
Well, yeah, then I'm going to just take like a standing leap and just claw my way up the shaft. I don't know why I'm necessarily doing this as a tiger, but I'm doing it. I'm not going to go in that muck.
I am the tiger.
I have a climbing speed of 42 apparently.
All right, who's going first?
Do I need to roll anything?
Well, now I've seen everything.
You said as a tiger, you're trying to get up there.
As a tiger, yes.
No, I'm gonna
I'm
say that's
climbing
not
up the
possible.
wall.
It's not
Oh, it is
possible.
damn. Alright, fine. Well, can I leave at the ladder and then turn back into a human? I don't want to be
Well,
this
plus,
luck.
if there's a door, we should probably send someone.
Yeah, for
to
one
open
thing,
the door first.
someone for you to even have the barest minimum of a chance, someone's going to need to open the cover at the top. But I mean, I suppose I can let you try.
No. When I said it- No. Could I leap at the ladder as the tiger and then change back into a human? I just don't want to be in the muck.
I see what you're saying. Sure.
She's a
I mean,
perfect kid.
that's entirely
Yeah.
up to you.
Awesome.
I think as a
Yes.
land
All right. So I'm going
druid-
to get onto the ladder as a tiger and then climb up as a human.
Just keep in mind you have, I think, maybe just 2 wild
And
shapes
that was-
per short rest.
Which means.
Yeah, that's fine. I just did not want to be in the muck.
Okay. You all find yourself in a blank white space. No, I'm just kidding. Who goes first? So you're a person on the ladder.
Yes, I am now a person on the ladder, and I'm going to try to open this door.
All right, yeah, you are able to push it open, and you find stretching out ahead of you another long
Hey.
tunnel, and then Lucan right behind you. Who's after Lucan?
So,
So Druck's following, and then after Druck,
I'll go last.
okay. I'll put Renera in there. Garrosh, are you next?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you find yourself in a long tunnel once again. The last symbol you saw indicated this direction, which is west.
alright, you're leading the way.
Sorry, I will move.
So as you move down, you see ahead the main tunnel expands into a circular hub. And you can see there's a large pillar in the middle of it, which is the black shadow that you see, sort of blocking your sight.
I would like to stealth up into the room, if possible.
Yes.
I'm going to try to be stealthy as much as
Make
a
a-
tired Nazi can be.
You and anyone else going with her make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I don't know if I can beat a 3.
Let me make it 2. I'm gonna head in there.
Well, I'm going to try. You know, fire Genasi, we're not that stealthy.
All right, so
For some reason, people tend to look like you're on fire.
So as you move into this area, you can see that there are 2 passages continuing to the north and south. And you also notice back here, there's a stone ledge with a door set into the back wall. As you move into, as you step into the circular area, you suddenly fall forward as your foot splashes down. The level is different right here, and you kind of stumble and catch yourself, but make a pretty loud splash. And as you do, you notice an arrow slit in the wall here. Put you where you're supposed to.
Oh, fuck.
Right here, and just as you notice that, an arrow whizzes out and miss you. It whiffs past your head and
Phew.
clinks against the stone wall behind you. And as you turn and look, you see there's another arrow slit right there in the wall behind you.
Cool.
And you hear, and then from over on this side.
Do
Nice.
any of us recognize the language being spoken?
Do any of you speak Goblin?
Nope.
No.
I think, Svadrik, you would at least recognize it as Goblin. even if you didn't understand.
Apparently I do. I apparently speak Elvish, Goblin, and Orc.
Okay. All right. So you hear someone say, "What the intruders? Shoot them!" And the other one says, "I can't see them. You shoot them."
Apparently we got some goboids.
All these things.
Are you doing anything, Carmeray? Are you moving? That's a better question.
I'd like to throw some flames at them.
Are we in an initiative?
It depends on what Carmeray is
so
doing.
I can see, you said there's arrow slits here.
You should
arrow
be able to
slits
see them a little
here.
better now.
Okay, yeah. Do I see any more arrow slits?
Nope, just the two. From your vantage point.
Alright, I'm gonna step up to this here, and I'm gonna I just realized, because I'm an idiot, because I'm a fire genasi, I also produce flame cantrip. So I'm gonna step up to it, and I'm gonna chuck a produce flame in there.
Well, before you quite manage it, its hold action goes off, and zoink! I think that hits you. Yeah, you take 7 points of piercing damage. Yeah, you had a held action. But you can go ahead and do your produce flame now, and then we will roll initiative.
Alright. That's gotta hit.
You hear
Nice.
a cry, and you can barely see inside there a goblin just about being burned to death as he squawks and cries. Porter, you hear him say, "Send magic user! Ow, 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 ow!" And yeah, everyone can roll initiative now.
How big are
Right.
these arrows?
They are.
The main point.
They're arrow slits. They're probably like. I mean, I would imagine they're probably like no more than 3 inches wide.
Yeah.
Not big enough to get a normal sized hand through. All right, Garrosh, you are going to be up first in this.
Oh, fun. All right.
How's this gonna work in our close quarters?
Oh, can I step back before? Whatever.
Sure, yeah, I'll let you do that.
Well, shit.
Okay, cool. I was
You
gonna
can take
step
a reaction
back
to shoot you
kind
in
of
the
like-
face. You can take a reaction to get the F out of the way.
So
There you go,
the angle that I have of seeing further down is so slight that I probably cannot see the arrow slit that's over here, can I?
Nope, you actually can. You can.
Oh.
You can see the arrow slit. That's what this gap is right here.
Oh, okay.
And you can barely see the little goblin back in there.
Ooh, I can see them. Oh no.
You just have 3/4 cover,
All right.
which is advantage on dexterity
Yeah. Oh,
saves and +5 to their AC.
I'm gonna try Sacred Flame again, and since I see it, cover doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Please, this time,
Just
just
normal.
do it for me. Please work. Oh my god.
All right, so he's gonna have to. He gets the advantage on it. I think. Let me check to make sure that's
Advantage? I
it.
thought it was +5 to.
Oh, just a +5. You're right. 2 dexterity saving throws. All right. Well, let's see what he rolls. Pretty dexterous. Oh, but he rolled a 6. +5 is 11, so he fails. And takes 6 points of radiant damage.
Yes.
All
Man,
right,
we're just setting all the
you
mountains on
just
fire today.
about crisp that goblin to death as well. And it is at this point that you all hear it go, and the other one says, and what you translate that as supporter, if you're translating for the group, is, "Holy shit, I'm almost dead. I'm dead."
We got him on the run, boy.
And then
Oh
that goblin disappears from your side.
Okay. Would have much preferred to just take them down, but we tried.
All right, they're cowardly little bastards. All right, you guys are out of initiative for the time being.
Oh,
As you step forward into this central hub, I will say that over here to the southwest, you see a ledge up from the refuse, and there is a door in the wall. Other than that, you have a tunnel that leads north and a tunnel that leads south.
can I look in the arrow slit and see if I see anything?
Sure. Yeah, you peer through, and with your dark vision, you can see it's just a small chamber. There looks to be like just a battered old stool sitting in the corner, and like a tankard. And other than that, it appears to be empty.
And if I go up to the other one too?
Yeah, you can. Pretty much the same thing. You do see from this one with this
Take this place.
you see there is another arrow slit on the wall in there, opening out to somewhere else.
And there's a door. This is a
Yeah,
door.
yeah, you see a door headed out,
Wait,
and it is slightly ajar. I'm talking about what Svadrik is looking at. He's looking in at the arrow slit rooms,
okay.
poking his little kobold nose in the crevice.
It's, low enough for a goblin. It must be good for me. Alright. You want to try the door?
I would like to investigate this door.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
And I
Yes,
rolled an
Luke.
18.
Can I also look through that arrow slit?
I did. I
See
rolled
what
an
see?
18.
It didn't require a roll, so you see the same thing. It's just an empty room with like a battered old stool. There's an arrow slit in one wall leading to another area, and you can see a door at the very end. And Colonel Mariah, what are you investigating? The door, but like, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for the symbol, or if there's anything kind of like that would make it appear as though this door has been in use frequently.
It does look like it has been used as you slightly push on it and it starts to open a little bit, and so it's not like been walled shut or anything. There's not like a layer of dust or anything on it. It is a stone door that is not locked.
Well, shall we give it a shot?
So
Lucan, what's your passive perception?
All right, I'll open it.
my passive perception is... Oh, there it is. It's an 11.
As you head, y'all see Lucan kind of disappear into the gloom, heading down the south passage. And Lucan, I need you to make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Alrighty.
Porter, if you could move
Oh.
your token to where you are.
Oh, wow, look at that.
It's a very narrow passage, not too small for you to fit in.
Not too small for me to fit in?
Too small for you
Oh,
to
too
fit
small
in.
for me to fit in. So am I able to see anything beyond the passage?
Let's see. You have dark vision?
I do.
You can vaguely make out some forms that look like maybe furniture or something like that. Maybe a barrel, something like that.
So on this opposite wall, is there anything? Do I see anything on this opposite wall here?
You mean like right here?
Yeah. On this arrow slit over here, there's apparently like a little like notch down here that looks like another arrow slit.
Oh, you mean that you saw when you started through there?
I'm thinking
Okay.
there's something funky here.
Yeah, if you want to, you can make a perception check.
Alrighty. Just normal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, you look up and down, but you aren't finding anything.
I turned into a nap and I'm like, do you want to open the door?
Do you want to die?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Okay. So you open it, and ahead of you could see a small passageway.
I will cautiously peek my head around the corner, and can I roll perception to see if there's any danger?
Sure, go ahead.
18.
You don't hear or see anything. It looks like an empty hallway, short hallway, and there's another door.
All right. I will cautiously step in.
Okay, so if Svadrik and
And then
Karna
I guess
Marai
I'll
moved into
continue.
the space here, are the rest of you following?
I can't
Yes,
move
I
my
am.
token.
Yes.
Oh. Alright, are you opening
I have to do it on this one.
I'll
Natural
push it
one.
open just a crack and kind of peer in.
Okay, you being stealthy? In that case, you can roll a stealth check. As you poke your
18.
head
Wow, a lot of
around the,
18s.
you can see a goblin north of you, up some stairs, and he's holding his belly and gasping, leaning against the wall, and appears burnt half to death, and doesn't appear to notice you. Seems to be in a great deal of pain.
How far away?
You could go ahead and move your token one forward if you like, and you'll see it. And then just look north.
Alright, I am going to... he's not looking my way?
No, he's gasping and seems to be... He didn't notice you with your stealth check.
Alright. I'm just going to run out and run at it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to hit him with a non-lethal blow.
Okay. Good call.
I just kind of want to, like, knock him out. Grasping with two hands. No, that's not great.
You actually do hit him.
Oh.
Yeah, because...
Good job.
Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, before he even notices, you just run up and clock him over the head, and he just gives a little... and falls unconscious to the ground.
And then I turn back and I'd be like, it's safe.
I'm going to peer around the corner and be like, it's safe? Good job, Svadrik. I'll step into the hall,
Like, grab
look
him.
around.
If I can grab him and kind of, like, pull him into this room over here.
Sure. What you see here is just what you saw when you looked through the arrow slit. Karna Marai, you are in what seems like maybe it's just a messy room. There are rusty weapons and threadbare clothing littering the floor of this area, but there's not really anything of value.
All right, well,
And you see
No luck
Svadrik up
here.
ahead of
Let's
you,
head up.
standing next to an unconscious but breathing form of a goblin. Very, very badly burnt goblin.
Can you bring him, like, right here? Off the stairs.
I'll nudge Garage and be like, I bet that's the one that you set on fire.
Does look like my handiwork.
Smells like
Well, good job.
burnt hair.
All right, so y'all are all clustered around this
Quite
goblin.
literally.
So, what do you want to do with this guy?
Well, we've captured it. Beat it up for some answers?
I think it's pretty beaten up.
That is true. He does look like any
We
hit.
can
Well,
do
would-
more.
that's true.
If any hit on him would be the end of him.
Yeah.
It's like
It should be
burned in,
plainly
like,
obvious.
over the head for 10 damage.
You want him dead or mostly dead?
He already is mostly dead.
Well, I mean, I could kill him.
Well, I
and
think
die.
we've only got some...
I say,
Well, I guess let's search its
let's wake
pocket.
it up, but what if we block the exit?
That's a good idea. All right, so who's blocking the stairs here?
Can I send our friend there?
Rainier? Yeah.
Yes.
He will move to block the stairs.
Put me over there if you want.
I'm rifling through its pocket.
Say that again, Carmen.
I'm rifling through its pockets. Like, I'm shaking.
Okay, you find 4 copper
four.
pieces.
Oh, well, there we go.
All right.
We've got 5 ways now.
Let me see. Well, there's not enough for everyone to have one. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give y'all 1 copper piece, and I will hand it off to hand a copper piece to everyone.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
I don't know.
As you hand the last coin out, the goblin goes, and his eyes flicker open, and he looks around at all of you, and he says, which Porter would understand as, "Oh shit! Don't kill me! I'll tell you everything."
And I go, which means you're proper fucked.
He says in common, "Please, don't kill me! Don't kill me, please."
Can I take out my big axe and kind of just lay it on his chest?
Yeah. He faints.
Oh.
Why did you have to go and do that, Porter?
No,
10 minutes passed, and he comes to again.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I take out another cleaver and
Now
set
I'm
it on
gonna,
his chest.
I'm gonna lean down.
Rainier puts his hand
Now-
on your
Now-
shoulder, and he says, "Please, can we hurry this up? Floon may already be dead."
Well, then if he's already dead, then we can take our time. Sorry, that was bad.
That is a good point.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and kind of smack Porter and be like, Porter, now that's not nice. And I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna go over to the goblin and I'm gonna be, now, my friend here with the axe, he is more to use that on you, as I'm sure you're more than well aware. So why don't you start talking and tell us everything you can, what you know about the Xanthar, and what you know about any kidnapping victims they have flying around here.
Make a persuasion check.
Do I get advantage because of my trait?
I would say if anything, you have advantage because we've been scaring the crap out of them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, oh, great. Yeah, never mind. Never mind on that. Persuasion. Well, I have a +3 on that, so maybe that'll do me some good. 80-20.
He kind of drools for a moment, then kind of shakes his head, and he says, "Xanathar, not here. Kidnapped?
Well, then what is here?
What is a kidnapping?"
When you forcibly take somebody away from where they are.
You have humans. Is there a human that you captured?
Oh, human. Yes, take human to Grimshar. Take human to Grimshar.
Grimshaw, who's that?
Grimshar, big magic orc.
Oh, fine. Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't like it if it's named that.
Grimshar, big magic orc. Grimshar, boss. Grimshar hits me all time.
Oh. Well, Grimshar sounds like a big bully.
Well, how about...
Maybe we should do
Well, why
something
don't you
about
tell
it.
us we're going to a bit of a word with him about that, won't we?
Grimshar, that way. And he points up the stairs.
Well, thank you so much, my dear. What?
Now I go.
Swadrak,
Punch him
ask
in
him
the
what else is in here besides Grimshar.
He made a move to leave, but stops when you'll continue to ask him questions.
Yeah, how many other people here other than group? Is there more goblins, more other
He holds out a hand and he puts up one finger, and then two, and then three, and then he thinks for a second and puts down one finger and says, "No, he died." And then he says, "You kill my friend and the other slit baby. If he's still alive, there is," and he starts like counting on his other hand. And then he takes his shoes off and starts counting on his
Oh
toes.
my God.
And after a moment,
Yes.
let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how smart this guy is. Not smart. Yeah, he's you roughly about 10 is what he's giving you.
Alright, well, that's not too bad.
Porter.
He's also very dumb.
Porter kneels down and goes, "Hey, little buddy, did you count yourself in those numbers?"
He nods his head,
And he
terrified.
Goes, Porter goes, "That was a bad idea." And he puts one little finger down, and then he punches him in the head.
Okay, make an attack roll. Okay, yeah. Boy, you said you punched him in the head. Make an unarmed strike.
I don't have an unarmed strike on my thing.
It should be plus your strength.
So just take a -2 off of it.
So an 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to roll damage. He had 1 hit point. You kill him.
Oh.
Smack him up against the wall. His little body crumples, lifeless to the floor.
Porter wipes his hands off and looks back and goes,
I'm gonna smack for him. Alright.
Really? He's a goblin. He tried to kill us.
Now, Paul, you think
You
polite.
have sympathy for him.
It was a goblin.
It was a goblin.
Well,
Now it's a
yes,
dead
it wasn't
goblin.
gonna hurt anyone.
Right, because I killed him. Now he's not gonna hurt anyone.
I mean, who was he gonna hurt? We was pretty much burnt to a crisp anyways.
Yeah, but if you're gonna let
mean,
him
he
live,
broke it in
he would have come back, and I'm not gonna have that on my conscience.
I'm with
pick
Porter.
up the little, I pick
There
up
was
the
no-
body. I pick up the body and throw it on my shoulder and say, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, let's go.
Up the stairs.
So down the tunnel, you can see what looks to be a sleeping area. You can just make out some straw-stuffed mattresses on the floor, and then as you step forward, you can see that the room is in fact empty to all appearances.
Can I do a perception check real quick?
Sure, go ahead. You hear, actually, through what sounds like maybe coming through this door that you can see on the far wall, you hear the sound of voices, excited, talking to each other, and seem to be arguing.
All right, can I?
And then you hear it sounds like furniture squeaking, and then a boom. It sounds like somebody's moving furniture hurriedly, but it doesn't sound like they're moving it towards this door. It sounds like it's being moved elsewhere.
Can I move to the door and listen?
Yeah.
See if I hear goblins speak.
You actually hear a different language. It sounds like. Do any of y'all speak Dwarvish?
I do.
I think that's correct. Give me 1 second. Yeah.
Me too. Cool.
You hear a gruff, low dwarven voice, and it is saying, "You weak, lily-livered cynic. Just take care of it. We can take care of it." And you hear another voice, a more natural voice, say, "It killed him already. We need to run. We need to run now." And I would have Lucan, Svadrik, and Porter all make an intelligence check as you stand there at the door.
Intelligence.
Okay, Svadrik,
Hey, crit!
you actually recognize this voice, and it sounds like the bald-headed, eye-tattooed bandit from the Yawning Portal Tavern, the one that attacked Yagra, Stonefist.
Oh.
He's speaking broken Dwarvish.
Jimmy, did you die? Jimmy, Jimmy, come back.
Jimmy, come back.
You can
Nah, we can't hear
I
you.
was wrong. I just can't live without you.
that.
No crew.
I appreciated it. Okay, so he passed that info to you quietly.
I'm gonna meet eyes with Porter and kind of make that, like the hand gesture of like, you choppy door, ? Like shrug emoji.
I go, you want to do a Jerry again?
Yep.
You want to do Jerry? And I take the goblin off my shoulder and I go, I got Jerry.
Oh, Lord.
Can I check is this like a doorknob or a push door?
It is a wooden door. This one's different. I don't know why, but it is. It's a thin wooden door. Everybody makes stealth checks.
Oh,
Oh shit. Well,
Oh my.
isn't that just
We gotta-
wonderful? Oh
Y'all balance yourselves
hey.
out
Damn,
right there.
you 1-1.
Oh, nice. Okay. Looks like
Hope
we're
it's a
good.
group stealth check.
It is.
Then like Lucan falls and Porter catches him by the collar of his shirt.
yeah, and I
still
just
there,
look at him
Chris?
with a confused look on my face like, what the fuck? You were just standing here.
Don't,
All right.
no. Right.
Don't care. No, please.
So yeah, it's quiet. They don't appear to have noticed you.
Can I open the door slightly?
They're
You
bad
may.
too.
I open the door slightly,
Gently.
gently,
Gently.
cautiously,
Gently.
and I'm
Okay.
holding the goblin's head, like the body in one of my hands, like I'm holding the back of its head.
Like a puppet.
Oh my
Like a
god.
puppet.
We have like a weekend at Bernie's vest.
This is only a little fucked up.
All right. You peek in, and you can see what appears to be a second sleeping area. Lots of tattered straw stuffed mattresses on the floor, and you see with its back to you a short dwarvish figure with stark white hair and a balding head. He is talking to Krent, who is currently pushing a bookshelf up against this back door right here.
They're hiding from something that is not even us, or
Apparently, they're not looking in your direction. Let me move the door open for just a second. All right, there you go. Now you can see.
So this is what I want to do. I want to have the head, or the goblin kind of looking in, and I want to say, boss, you gotta come out here and look at this. This is crazy.
Okay. As you say that, they both whirl around, startled, and look in your direction. Go ahead and make a deception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
I've got a puppet and everything.
It's dead.
It's so dead and burned.
It's all half charred.
It's extra crispy KFC style.
So yeah. They
You got
but-
blackened
yeah.
goblin in hand.
They just both immediately wheel and run at you. Without a word. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Fuck
wow.
me.
Okay.
Let me go first.
Hurl the goblin at him, please.
Yes.
oh wait,
Beat them with your own fucking goblin,
still beat it.
friendo, please.
Damn it.
Chuck the goblin at him.
Alright, so
Almost exactly.
Krantz is just going to fling open the door and seeing their porter, he is going to, I don't know, go ahead and make an intimidation check for me. He actually, instead of attacking you, is going to just like stay. He had drawn a scimitar and was about to slash, and he kind of stops himself, and he says, "Shit! What are you doing here?"
I go, and then I say, Hey, I think this belongs to you.
He looks at the corpse and backs up slightly and says to the dwarf behind him, he says, "Zemk, wait!" And he says, I don't know what to do here, but you need to leave now. You will die."
Well, somebody will die. This guy was the
Of
first one.
fun.
Someone will die. Oh, fun.
And with that response, he kind of grits his teeth and takes a swing at you.
Okay.
Hey.
Does an 18 hit your armor class?
It does.
Alright, take 5 points of slashing damage. And then he is going to... what is he going to do? I don't even know. Stand there, I guess. And then, yeah, you can see this guy come in behind him. And you now, as you look at him, you can see he looks like a dwarf, but he actually has very, like, gray, yucky-looking skin. And a white beard, and his eyes are this sort of dull yellow color. All right, Porter, you are up.
I go into a rage and look down at my chest and go, "No, why did you have to fucking do that?" And I am going to chunk this goblin as hard as I can at him.
Okay.
What do you want from me?
Well, give me a second to see what improvised weapon does.
I would assume at the very least it's a thrown weapon, so it's a D20 plus your dex.
Okay. All right. You are
It's an
actually
8.
going to hit him with that, so
It's an
I think you
18.
just roll a d4. Is that right?
Plus 2 for rage damage.
Yeah, it's a D4.
So,
All right. He kind of, this guy's healed up significantly from the fight that he had, and he's still got a bandage across one eyebrow and some cuts and everything, and he's still got a black eye and everything, but he looks much healthier than the last time you saw him. And he also is incredibly surprised when you chuck this thing at him. He like reactively pushes it away from him in disgust. Okay.
Move in.
Okay, you move in. Do you want to move to like this
Can I-
corner
can
right
I
here?
move- Can I
Yeah,
move
you
in
could-
right in?
Yeah, you could move all the way to here without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Here?
Yeah, because you're still not leaving his melee range.
Okay.
All right, Svadrik, you are up next.
Alright. Let's step in here. And I am also going to kind of follow like right behind him. And behind Porter, I'm going to attack, and I'm going to use, I'm just going to call it now and just go ahead and use my flurry of blows.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this guy,
Krintz.
Prince. I'm going to hit him with my staff, or at least attempt to, then make an unarmed strike on him, and with my extra unarmed strike from using my key point, I'm going to hit the dwarf.
Okay.
And let's see how well that actually goes.
That is a hit.
Nice. Nice.
Does the 18 also hit the dwarf?
Yes, it does.
Alright. So the first two are
The dwarf.
on Prince, and then that is on the dwarf,
17.
and
The first two were on Krintz, you said?
yeah, that's it for now.
All right. Next up is Lucan.
So I'm going to steady my left hand with my right hand and fire an Eldritch Blast into our buddy, our good friend Krantz there.
Ready? That's a hit.
All right.
Go. Nice. Good hit. Okay. So y'all once again, for only the second time, you see Lucan take his stones out, and from it, the blast of energy streaks across and hits Krent so hard that he stumbles a moment. He is looking very scorched, but he's still got a lot of fight left in him.
So can I push him back? Using my repelling blast, can I push him back 10 feet?
Sure.
Let's do that. Let's knock him up against that wall.
Does he have to make a save for that, or does it just happen since you hit?
It says when I hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, I can push him up to 10 feet away from me in a straight line, and it doesn't mention any kind of save.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. All right, so he gets blasted back past his friend, like just I will say he's prone. He trips on his dwarven friend and ends up prone over here on this side. All right. Anything else for you two?
I want to stay right there, and I'll cover anybody who comes through.
Okay. Next up is the dwarves' turn, or as you can all pretty much now see, the Duragar named Zim. He is going to look at all of you and just yell in common, "I don't have time for this fuckery!" And he is suddenly going to grow huge in size.
Whoa!
Which pushes both Svadrik and Porter back a couple of feet. And let's see. Yeah. That is all he's going to do for his turn, but he, from his back, he removes this huge, it looks almost like a mining pick, but it has been sharpened to a razor point. Carnamarai, you're up next.
Well, isn't he a big boy? Because I didn't see this going on. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with Chill Touch.
Okay. By it, you mean the Duragar?
Yes, yeah, the Duragar.
The big nasty.
Well, it's hard to miss at the moment.
I'm clicking on my sheet. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't see. It was taking its sweet time.
Okay, yeah, so he takes 7 points of necrotic damage, is that right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't look super happy about that, and turns to you and just growls in rage.
Back out of the way.
Good call. Garrosh, you're up next.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck! I'm missing all the fun. All right, I'm gonna hit him. Finally, use my mace for something and probably miss. Yay! I did. I imagine that's. I hope that's not a miss. Jesus Christ.
No, not a miss.
Okay.
Well, my 24 hit, so.
All right. I have a serious lack of bonus actions currently, so that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Yeah, you hit him really hard in the kneecap, and he kind of goes to a knee for a moment from the strength of your blow, and he is now howling in pain.
Ooh.
Renara is going to run up. He can't really get in there, so there's not enough. So he's going to try throwing a dagger. Yeah, with a hit, you see his dagger just bury itself right between the eyes of this thing. And it doesn't kill it, but it is not looking good.
Nice, Rainier.
Damn.
Next is going to be
Good job, honey.
Krent's turn. Krent's spend half his movement to get up from being prone, and then he is going to go at the nearest target, which is Porta.
Should have just stayed down, Krentz.
Probably, but he looks a little desperate at this point. You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
I take 5.
Yeah. Nice job. And he just says, I made it. You're all going to die down here. I don't care, but you shouldn't be here. You're in over your head.
Okay.
Alright. Porter, it's your turn.
I'll smack him.
Alright.
Oh.
Good God.
Nice. You do smack him.
What a smack.
Yikes.
So as his scimitar is slicing down and dealing quite a bit of damage to you, you catch the blade with your own, push it out of the way, and jam your hog splitter forward. Oh, ouch! 19 points of damage.
God damn.
Nice. Okay, so he's going to take 19 points of damage, and then on top of that, another 7. And Svadrik and Garrosh, you see Porter just almost pin this guy to the wall. He is looking awful. He is not dead,
Oh, God.
but
I'm
he
gonna-
is
I'm gonna have
not far.
If only he
I
were.
look in my eyes and I say, if we're gonna die, then get out of my way so I can get there just a little bit faster.
Nice. All right,
I'll be
Svadrik, you're
tired
up
tomorrow
next.
because I only got one leg, so.
Did this guy die from that?
No, they're both still up, but they're both looking bad.
Good grief, he's alive? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he had a lot of hit points.
I am going to...
He did have a lot of influence. I'm so glad that crit. I'm so happy.
I guess I'm just going to hit the big boy.
Okay,
Quarter staff first.
hit.
And I'll roll damage on that. That doesn't bring it down, does it?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, is that
Damn.
with advantage? So you crit
Yeah.
that as well?
I have pack tactics.
Okay, awesome. All right, how do you want to kill this guy?
Okay, so I like the idea of can I do a little bit of acrobatics and kind of go up this wall a little bit?
You know,
Huh?
like David and Goliath.
You know what? No, not the wall. Porter.
Always Porter.
And yes, I'm going to just try and smack him like right in the back, at like the base of his neck. You know, if he's facing outward, I'm just gonna hit him right where his like skull, right below his skull, essentially.
The occipital bone.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, you slam it into him, and for a moment you think you didn't hit because he doesn't react, but then you realize it's just taking that long to fall. So I need Svadrik and Porter both to make dexterity saves as this huge thing starts crashing to the floor.
Do I get advantage on
Well,
that?
which way is he falling? I would assume
Which
he's
way do
gonna
you want him to
away.
fall?
Well, I would assume he's gonna fall away from the direction.
I'll let you
that-
do that since you crit him. Okay, so
Yeah.
just like felling a tree, this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like on him.
All right. Yeah, and as he falls, he shrinks down to his normal size.
Oh no.
So you got him. Oh, good job. Okay, Lucan, you are up next.
All right, so I'll move into the room, and
How intimidating are you?
I'm rather intimidating.
Because you
Yeah.
could try to make this guy step down before we kill him.
Can I get passive perception from Porter, Lucan, Svadrik, and Garrosh?
I have 11.
I have an 11 as well.
13.
Mine's decent at 12.
12. Okay, carry on, Lucan.
Okay, so yeah, so I come into the room. I aim my hand back at him again, and I yell at him. Are you ready to yield and talk, or do you want some more of this?
He looks frantically back over his shoulder this way, and his hands are like on either side of the hog splitter that is buried in his gut right now. And he says, I never once wasn't ready to talk. Please. If you want to get out of initiative, you can. He's not fighting anymore.
All right.
All right. Yeah. You keep the sword in him, Porter.
Do I keep my blade in him?
Yeah. You have him
Yeah,
pinned to
I
the
guess
wall
I-
right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's kind of handy. It's a rather it's a good incentive to talk. A blade twisting in your
Also-
chest.
Can I spend some hit dice while I'm doing it?
No, that's a
Oh,
short
that's right.
rest type
Damn
thing.
it! I keep forgetting that.
He looks at you and he says, and he looks back again at this door, which is currently barricaded.
I will say I'm still in a rage, so I might not be up for that.
No, that's fine. If you would like to, you can continue to. You can take another swing at him.
Well, I
Sorry,
think we should
I
just
took you all out of initiative, so I don't have it up anymore.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that Porter's still in a rage, and he wants to finish this. That's his character arc right now.
What's
Sure.
behind that door, Prince?
Some sort of acid monster came up out of the sewers. And as he says that, you can actually hear now, once he points it out, just this low sizzling sound.
Ew.
And you can see like a sort of smoke starting to come from the door as a hole is being eaten through it. We have to go.
What?
Can I kill him?
Yeah, you can try. You can make just make an attack on him. Oh, was that 13 to hit?
No, it was 17.
13 hits, you lying son of a bitch.
Okay.
Wow.
Don't you pull that stuff. Alright, yeah, you actually do kill him with that 15 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
Holy moly.
Oh, we found out about the monster.
He had 13 hit points, so yeah, you killed him with that.
So I pull the axe out, and then I just slam it into the wall right at his head and decapitate him.
Okay.
And then I just look at everybody else and say, I guess it's time to go.
And then as you say that you see this thing starting to come through the door.
All right. So wait, is Porter hurting the worst?
I have 7 hit points.
Okay. So I would like to, instead of having taken an action, I'd like to cast Healing Light on him or use Healing Light on him.
Is that an action to cast?
It is. It's an ability.
Yeah, you can do
so-
it. I was just checking how long it would take because this thing is coming through the door right now. So.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with a acid creature, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to either. So
You just see this this gray ooze just melting through the doorway, and it is now starting to fill the doorway. It's huge.
Can I roll perception on it to see if I
Lucan,
know what
go
it
ahead
is?
Go ahead and tell me what you were. Nice.
Ew. Well, I'll take it.
that's
6 whole points closer to life.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask a question after Slicks.
Okay, what's your question, Carter Mariah?
I want to see if I could roll perception or something to see if I know what this is.
You can make a nature check, I guess.
Cool. I have a +1 on that, so I don't know anything.
Okay, yeah, it looks terrifying, and it looks it is burning through the barricade with ease. You'll have about 5 seconds before it's going to be on top of you.
Shall we leave?
And you see like these pseudopod-looking things starting to kind of snake out and separate themselves from its body.
No,
There
thank
is
you.
another door right here.
There is? Oh, as I'm backing up. All right. Well, let's go, kids. Come on. Can I open this door?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, cool. I'm going to open it and step through.
Okey-doke.
Again.
I have a quick question.
I have a light behind it.
Yes.
Out of character. Is this the guy that we just killed? Would he be?
Wait a second before you move, Selix.
Sorry.
Would I have any reason to believe there would be a bounty on him or anything like that? Like he's a bad guy?
Possibly, yeah.
Well, yeah,
He's a captain. or not a captain, but like a leader of bandits. And now
Barbara might at least want to know that he's dead.
Yeah, he's also maybe a leader of the Xanathars.
Do I? So before I jet, can I do a quick look over? It's like, do I see any insignia that's important that would distinguish him as this is the guy?
He has a tattoo on his forearm.
I cut it off.
Or you have his head. You already said you decapitated him.
Well, either I
has,
take his head or I'll just
I would
take
say
his head.
Yeah, I would say take the head if you want like
He's
proof of what you're seeking.
He's got the Xanathar tattoo on his back of his head.
All right. So as this ooze slops into the room behind you, Carnamari rushes out into the passageway. Down the long passage in front of you, you can see it open up into a room, and y'all can come forward. Are y'all running? Are you stealthing? What are you doing?
I'm running.
Yeah.
It's time to run.
Yeah.
Okay. As you run up, you can see opening into the room in front of you. There's threadbare curtains hanging on the east wall of the long hall, and in the middle of it, there is a muscular half-orc in dingy robes, standing with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair.
Oh, damn.
Fire burns across the orcs.
I can see the token's names.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay,
that's
fine. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Fire burns across the orc's clenched fist, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. But, seated on a raised platform to the south, is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes that looks like this.
Shouldn't have run this way. Oh God, I'm on
Oh,
no.
This got so much worse.
It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet.
We need to run.
And as you all run towards this room, you see it stand suddenly and take notice of you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck me. Well, closing that window.
Can we
That's
kill
the
that
end of that
goblin
character.
a second time for not telling us this?
That's the end of that character. I don't know.
Well, with all what's the word I'm looking for? With all fairness, Krent desperately tried to warn you.
Oh no!
And he wasn't just talking about the gray ooze either.
All right.
Adrian, I think I'm stuck in a wall. Can you move me back into the corridor?
Yeah, let me back it all out just a little bit so there's room for everyone.
Maybe we can
thank
talk
you.
ourselves out of this?
No, it's a mind flayer. As soon as Porter sees that, he's out. He is the fuck out.
I don't know what a mind
Whoa.
flayer is.
I'm just giving you a peek since you're way at the back.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
I was like,
He's like, oh my god, I'm being ritually sacrificed. I'm being pulled forward, guys.